This is Rhea Von Slasher, and you're watching Toilet Side Wrestling Talk.
Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to Toilet Side Wrestling Talk. Before I introduce my guest today, I need to address the burden that I've been carrying around since the last time we spoke. I was just a young lad as far as interviewing goes, and what happened was I had just purchased a brand new camera for my phone and my computer and a green screen, and then several tragedies occurred. One, I forgot to peel off the film over the lens of the new camera. Two, I wore a blue shirt in front of a green screen. And three, I didn't pray to an idol like I do before all of my interviews, so that may have been a problem as well. It looked like I had just been exposed to the plutonium that Dr. Brown had stolen in the movie Back to the Future. I was red, and it looked like I was going to explode and possibly endanger my guest. So therefore, once I got everything resolved, I've asked her to return. I thought of a big return name for the episode, and it was going to be Star Wars Episode 2 Attack the Clones. But then I thought that might confuse people, so I just named it Part 2. So, from Rutland, Massachusetts, she's been wrestling since 2013. Since we last spoke, she is still the WSU Spirit Champion and still the CW Tag Team Champion, along with JT Dunn. She's worked for Limitless, Southern Underground Pro, and Shimmer since we last talked, and still comprises the tag team of The Girls Room with Ava Everett. So, welcome my next guest, not America's sweetheart, Davienne.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you, Davienne?
I'm good.
So that was my apology from what happened last time.
Oh my gosh, don't worry about it.
I don't typically look like that. I'm sorry, I'm very casual with the hoodie today, but my wife likes to keep it like a morgue in my house. I woke up there, it was 63 degrees.
My gosh.
I said, you wouldn't wear a t-shirt outside if it was 63 degrees, but whatever. How are you doing today? How have you been since we last spoke?
Yeah, I mean, living the dream.
Oh, nice. I can tell.
Yeah.
I like how you toned it down with a room that there's gold everywhere.
Is it gold everywhere?
No, I'm just saying I like that you toned it down, because you're living the dream. You just want to keep it nice and white, don't want to show off. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've been healthy since we last spoke?
Yeah, I mean, healthy as I can be,
Anything broken or requiring stitches in the last 3 months?
No, okay. Thank goodness. I have a really big bruise on my thigh right now. And it's a little tiny shoe print on my face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How fresh is that?
That was from Thursday, so 2 days ago.
So if you go like this, does it have texture to it?
A little teeny bit. It's very, very small. And I was like, how did this happen?
So probably in the ring?
Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely in the ring. I just don't know at what point I was kicked in the face. So,
okay. Well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So today I'm going to ask you a lot of random questions that I kind of thought of after we spoke or during when we spoke. So as I told you before, it's going to jump around a little bit. So if it starts getting too, out of hand, just rein me in.
Okay.
Okay. So when you were a kid or currently, did you ever break anything in your home wrestling, practicing moves?
No, because my mother would have actually killed me.
Oh, really? So she kept a nice, tidy home?
Yes. My mother had these bowls from Crate and Barrel that were decorative.
Okay.
And literally, if the house was on fire, she would go in for the bowls first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, all of my friends growing up are like, oh my God, does your mom still have the bowls? They're enormous, 3 times the size of my head that would just be on our kitchen island. And they had a swirl. Those cream saver candies?
Yes.
Just one swirl, and one was red and one was orange. And those were her babies besides me. So if we had broken the bowl, we would have died.
Okay. But you weren't an only child, correct?
No, I have 3 siblings.
Okay. And your brother got you into wrestling originally?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I remember. So the two of you never wrestled in the home.
Like we
because
would
of your
wrestle in the home, but it wouldn't get so out of hand that we like broke things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're wrestling, when you get booked, is it difficult to wrestle someone you've never met before?
Sometimes you just kind of like never know what you're getting yourself into. Like, are your personalities gonna gel?
Mhm.
Are you gonna work together well in the ring? So you kind of like don't really know. You know, it's like just meeting a stranger. and
Yeah.
then-
Do you ever get to like a show and then find out who your opponent is?
yes, a lot of the times.
And so do you have to scramble?
Kind of, but I'm just gonna be like, okay, so this is what I'm doing. This is what we're gonna do. Like,
Could you get by just going to the ring and figuring it out then, or do you need?
I mean, I could get by. It would
Uh-huh.
just be a fun time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be more like working.
Yeah, it would just be more thinking, less like living in the moment of the match.
Mhm.
You know, I don't like to like discuss absolutely every single thing that I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's easier when you have like an outline than just like, I just got to this building, let me roll in the ring.
Yeah, totally. It's much easier wrestling your friends?
Yes.
And
It's so much easier wrestling.
is that a lot of fun?
Oh my god, yeah. It's the best time.
And so say you're wrestling like one of your best friends. Do you guys plan stuff like well in advance? Like things you want to do, story you want to tell?
Yeah. Like if I know, like if I'm gonna wrestle Ava Everett,
Mhm.
like we talk legitimately every single day.
Okay.
So we could be like, oh hey, let's do this stupid thing. Or let's do this stupid thing. And then we'll collectively try and remember all the stupid things we came up with and try to put it in a match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so I'm jumping around again. Is there anyone or anything in wrestling that intimidates you?
Yeah. Rolls and flips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't do them. So don't ever try and make me do them.
So do you ever use the top rope?
Very, very rarely.
And is it just because of a fear of doing it, or just not being able to? Okay.
I am terrified of heights.
So how many times? Oh,
short.
really?
I'm short. I'm 5'4".
Okay.
So like, I need to be on the ground.
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights as well.
Yeah.
And I'm a few inches taller than you. Oh,
Yeah.
Was that a tattoo on your wrist?
Yes, it is.
What does that say?
It says perfection.
Oh, nice. I have one on my wrist.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is good. It leads into my next question. Do you have any creepy male fans?
Yeah.
Really? And okay, so this is my favorite part now. What's like the weird things that they've done? And is there like one that you've seen several times?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is it a problem?
No.
No.
Usually they like are like fine in person because
Okay.
it's like a fear thing.
Mhm.
It's mostly just like online. Like I'm very, very popular in the Middle East.
Okay. Well, we're gonna come to that next now. I
Yeah.
want to hear about this.
Yeah. I'm very popular in the Middle East, so like I get DMs every single day from people in the Middle East, like wanting to marry me. And they send like really strange photos of like flowers and things.
Really?
Yeah, I had one, and I remember this message because I submitted it to Jordan Grace's DMs of an indie female wrestler part 2.
Okay.
And it said, you look like good buffalo for sex. Would you like to marry?
Wow. So it's a romantic.
Yeah, I was like, wow, a buffalo. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Jesus
a buffalo. I got like really creepy like Instagram comments like, "Ooh, please crush my head with your thighs."
No, really?
Oh yeah, literally, I was just reading them off to my students last night. Like,
Oh, hold on. So you get do you get messages? Let's say just like on Instagram or something.
yep.
Right. Okay. So like you get that message and you click on the person. Is it like it goes to the person's page and it's like pictures of him with his children and everything? Like it's like seems so out of place.
No, usually it's like they have no photos, or it's like horrible selfies, or like I don't like weird. I haven't like no. It's like a couple that are like married, but they won't be like overtly creepy in the
Yeah.
like there's like a creepy undertone.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, this is like so strange. They're like, oh, I love the way you sell like this. And I'm like, ew.
He's flirting with you.
Stop. Like,
Have you considered any of these proposals?
So, usually if I'm bored, I will respond to a lucky gentleman in the Middle East and send him the $50,000 engagement ring that I want, and nobody's ever gotten it for me. So
Okay. So there's one hurdle that people need to clear.
There's one hurdle, like, okay, if you want me to go move to India or something, like, and be your bride, I feel like I should get my $50,000 engagement ring.
Yeah, it would be a typical gesture, I think, that anyone would
Right,
do.
and it's like, hello, like I'm making a big life change.
Yeah, exactly. Make some gesture to know that you're gonna take care of me when I'm out there and I don't know anyone.
Right, like I don't think it's too much to ask. So it's just like that's my one thing.
Okay, which leads to, why are you so popular in the Middle East?
Because of intergender wrestling.
Okay.
On YouTube, that's where a lot of the views come from with intergender matches.
Why is that very popular in the Middle East specifically?
It's because porn is illegal in the Middle East.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you make your gear more provocative? Like,
No.
knowing that Middle East is keeping an eye on you? No.
I purposely like am just like not very comfortable in my own skin, so I try to keep myself as covered as physically possible.
So you might fit in there.
Yeah, right. But yeah, for whatever reason they still think I'm attractive. They're at Chaotic Wrestling, they just throw dollar bills at me in my entrance, and I'm like, I'm very covered. And
Wow.
Dollar bills. It's great because
Does someone sweep those up and give them to you?
No, I grab them all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I grab
nice.
them all. I put them in my jacket pocket, and then everybody in the back when I finish my match is like, oh, how much money you get tonight?
What was the most?
The most I've ever made, I want to say, was around 50.
Oh, so you go out for a nice dinner on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like $50 just as my entrance. It's great. I don't have to do anything except walk to the ring.
Do you have any plans to travel to the Middle East?
No.
No, okay. Me
No.
neither. I don't like sand, so I would never go out there. I don't like going to beaches either. But that's enough about me. Okay. Can you be a wrestler and be a germaphobe?
No.
No. Like the because of how physically close you are.
Yeah, you're very physically close with people. There's a lot of sweat. Ring canvases are dirty.
Yeah.
Like really dirty.
How often do they clean the canvas?
I mean, before COVID,
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
Okay. It could be weeks or months.
Yeah.
Okay. But now they're sanitizing it?
Now, I would hope they got like a steam cleaner. Cleaning them. I personally don't know.
Okay.
At the school I trained at, usually once a week we'd vacuum the ring, and then every once in a while the canvases would be steam cleaned. But, yeah.
Did like when you first got into the ring with somebody, was it hard adjusting to getting like someone's sweat all like in your face? And
So I don't like hair. So the very first time I was in a class, the guy training me is like very, very hairy.
Oh Jesus!
So gross.
Like a bear. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like it's just fur.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, bleh. That was the worst part for me. I don't like hair.
Okay.
So I don't like touching other body hair.
So when you do it for the first time, you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I'm like, oh my God, I thought wrestlers shaved. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But that was kind of like my biggest hang up. And it's so funny because I don't like being like touched. Like I'm not affectionate. But I can have no problem wrestling.
Oh, okay. So you've learned to adjust.
Yeah, like I mean, in my like real life, I'm like, oh, like don't like come over and like touch me.
Yeah.
But in a wrestling ring, I'm like, okay, fine. Like this is what we do.
Oh, so, okay. And that's you in the ring is that person, and you out of the ring is you. Right. Okay. Are there wrestlers who smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
Really? Can you tell anything different in the ring?
No, I don't really, I can't tell. It amazes me that people can smoke and run.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I don't smoke, but I can go about 2 minutes running, and that's about it. So I can't imagine. Okay, another question. Do you want to wrestle outside the United States? And where do you want, if you could go outside of the country to wrestle?
I feel like the UK and Germany are like my top two right now. I feel like they just are like really amazing places. Also Australia. But I also am geography challenged.
Okay.
So I don't know crap about anything.
Okay.
I'm very uncultured.
That's fine. I'm just a little bit older than you, so I know you. Two things. One, you don't want to plan a driving trip to Australia because there's like there'd be a lot of difficulty I wouldn't want you to experience. Okay. So your brother, he got you to wrestling?
Yep.
Okay. Do you ever like get together with your brother and you're just sitting there and like, oh shit, I'm a pro wrestler? Do you know what I mean? Like from when you were just watching it to begin with to now, like that, like, oh, I did it.
Yeah, like so my brother lives in California now. So he came to visit me over the summer, and we were just sitting and like having dinner and like had a little too much to drink. Sure. And I was just like out of my mind, and I was like, damn, like I wrestle, that's a thing. And he was like, yeah, I know.
Has everyone in your family come to see you wrestle at some point?
Yeah, like my immediate family, yeah, they've seen me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. For the rest of the year, do you have things lined up?
I have a couple things for the rest of the year. We're continuing to do tapings for Limitless Wrestling. Chaotic Wrestling is starting to do an online streaming.
Oh, awesome!
With tapings, they're gonna do like 12 weeks on Twitch.
Okay.
But that's kind of all I have right now. It's still just kind of like weird. We had the collective, and Shimmer is going to try to to figure things out and run the event. But yeah, that's kind of all I have right now is just like tapings.
In like a normal year where there isn't a pandemic, do you typically try and work every weekend ideally?
Yeah.
And if you don't have a booking for a weekend, does that weigh on you?
Yes.
Okay.
But now, after the pandemic, I'm like, you need to realize that having a weekend off is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I was like putting so much pressure on myself. I mean, like, I need to wrestle like 4 times a week. I don't.
So like, ideally, would it be just like 2 times a week?
Yeah, like 2 to 3 times, but make it be like a solid weekend. Like,
yeah.
Every booking I have is like I'm making money and getting my name out there, and it's like worth my while, you know? Like,
yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be like, let me go do this local show just because it's running and I have the day open. Like, I need to balance myself and like my health and everything. And really just like focus on what I want to do.
Sure.
Instead of being like, oh, I need to have like 100 matches this year. No, I'm not doing that. No more.
Is that hard to work 100 matches in a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Would you ever wrestle on Christmas? Or have you ever wrestled? And you wouldn't do it?
All right, my family, I don't see them because they moved to Arizona.
Okay.
And they, like last year I went for Thanksgiving for all of like a day and a half.
Okay.
I just had to come home Black Friday to wrestle.
Oh God.
And they were so mad at me. Like, I never hear the end of it of like, you're never around for holidays because you wrestle. And it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll be present on Christmas. My sister's birthday is Christmas Eve too.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, unless I'm wrestling for the WWE, I'm not
because it's like a double slap in the face, you know?
Yeah, and my family will have my head, so I would rather.
Are you the youngest?
I am number 3 of 4.
Okay. And do you have a sister as well?
Yeah, I have 2 older sisters.
2 older sisters and the one brother.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let you go very soon, but I would like to ask your permission to ask you 5 yes or no questions that aren't wrestling related.
Okay.
You're good?
All good.
All right. Have you ever written an email, written the word cool in an email, but spelled it with a K?
No.
Okay. For $36,000 and then an additional $4,000 a year, would you name your first son Adolf?
No.
Okay. Have you ever drank water?
Yes.
Okay. Has your hair ever caught on fire?
Maybe. I'm gonna say no. No.
Yeah, because you might remember the smell.
See, when I straighten my hair,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it smells like really bad, and I want to say like I might have like got my hair caught on a candle once, but I can't remember.
And it was never to the point you were running around screaming, "I'm on fire."
Right.
Okay. All right. 2-parter. Will you be dressing up for Halloween? And if so, can you do your costume reveal to the world exclusively here today?
So I was actually just thinking about that today because I'm going to Florida for Halloween. And
Okay.
I'm like, I need to decide, like, are we doing costumes? And what are we going to be? So that's still to be determined.
Okay. TBD. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So where are you appearing next?
You can see me on the road on IWTV Limitless Wrestling episode 2 on Wednesday.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Yeah.
And it was very nice talking to you again. It was very fun, like the first time. Oh, can I reveal something about the first time? Another thing?
Yeah.
That we had to record it twice.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I think we talked for like a half hour and then I realized like it wasn't recording or something.
I think the computer just shut down.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was so like arrogant to think I didn't need it plugged into, electricity. But all right, so I apologize. That didn't happen. I didn't explode. I look either normal color or like a vampire, but I'm fine with that too, like the bloodless. It was great having you. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a great rest of the year and are healthy. And then we'll talk after January 1st.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Davienne. You take care.
You too.
All right. Bye.